Welcome into the Travis Auto Group pregame show here on Keen 105 as we get you ready for Wylie Bulldogs football here tonight from Hugh Sanford Stadium as your Wylie Bulldogs 0-2 in district play face the Canyon Randall Raiders, who are just the opposite at 2-0 in district. This is a huge game tonight for the Wylie Bulldogs. This is one of those that you've heard of must win. Certainly need to get this one. 0-3 in district play with 2 games left. Would not be a good mix, and so tonight's going to be extremely important that the Wylie Bulldogs get this win tonight somehow, some way, and it is certainly not going to be easy. These Randall Raiders, pretty darn good football team on the season. Brian Hobbs down on our sideline, Mike. We were talking here in booth beforehand, Brian. 5-2 on the season are the Raiders, 2-0 in district play with wins over Wichita Falls High, 31-14 in Plainview, 51-25. I think that you could argue, even though Wichita Falls High put it to us last week, I don't think that those two teams are as good as Lubbock Cooper or Wichita Falls Rider. So obviously Randall hasn't played them. But Brian, they have certainly put up some points this year, 231 points offensively, only given up 130 defensively. And this Randall Raiders team, pretty talented bunch of kids.
Especially when it comes to their quarterback, Braxton Hurd. He's dual threat. He can throw it. He's got a lot of touchdowns in the seasons. I think almost 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards passing. You're going to have to definitely do something to slow him down.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Braxton Bird, the senior quarterback, in the air, 892 yards, 10 touches on the ground, 901 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns. So combined 15 touchdowns on the season is the quarterback, and they are certainly going to have to handle their business tonight. Defensively, more on the Canyon Randall Raiders coming up here in a little bit here on our First Financial Bank scouting report. But right now, before we dig too much further into football, Brian, a couple things I wanted to throw out there real quick. Volleyball just getting off the court here tonight, beating Lubbock High to clinch the number 2 seed and in the district. So that is a foregone conclusion. So all knew they were going to be going to the postseason. Boy, they had a barn burner with Lubbock Cooper on Tuesday, trying to get a tie of that district title, and unable to. Went to 5 sets and just couldn't quite get it done. But they do beat Lubbock High tonight to clinch the 2 seed in the district, and the number 3 ranked Wylie tennis team headed back to state after they won today, so they will be going to the state tournament. Pretty big deal there, and of course the Wylie tennis program pretty stellar. So a couple of big wins today for volleyball and tennis here, and hopefully we can get the trifecta tonight with these Wylie Bulldogs, but certainly not going to be easy. I think as most people know from last week, you had an injury. The fastest player we have, Braden Regala, is going to be out. Unfortunately, they kind of got him going. For most people, kind of know the story with the Wylie Little League team going to the World Series. Braden's little brother was on the team. His dad was one of the coaches, and he was there in Omaha. And so, Omaha, Williamsport, and so you have a situation where he kind of got school late, so just as he gets going, he gets injured last week. And then the other big problem that I see is senior H-back tight end Jackson Rutledge was ejected with about 10 seconds remaining in the game last week against Old High, and he will miss the first half of tonight's game. And he is a key component of this offense. I know, Brian, against Wichita Falls Rider, he got injured earlier in that game, and it really changed the offense. Some of the stuff they were wanting to do, then you start having some backups going in. Now, the good thing about, if you could say good thing, at least as opposed to an injury, at least that he's going to miss the first half, right? And they were able to practice that and do some things about it.
Yeah, definitely you can make a different game plan for the first half, second half with him, without. As far as the injuries to Regala, it's going to have to be next man up. Because, as you know, this game is pretty much a playoff game scenario. You've got to win this to keep going.
Yeah, you lose this, it's going to be really, really, really tough to get in the postseason. So they would certainly have to have a lot of help. If I don't see how it happens. So tonight is a huge game. Travis Auto Group pregame show, expansive inventory of quality used vehicles, and a commitment to continually providing the best in customer service. They give you the buying experience that you've always wanted, and you can see everything they have to offer at travisautogroup.com or by stopping by 2569 Industrial Boulevard. Brian, I was messing with Jeremy last night. He posted they just got a 2016 Corvette that they just picked up. It's red. It's absolutely gorgeous. And he posted it last night, and I commented on it. You're just torturing me, aren't you? So I tell you what, somebody ought to go swipe that thing up. It is absolutely one of the prettiest cars I've seen in a long time. So if you're a Corvette fan and you got a little money in your pocket, I would certainly head to the folks over at Travis Auto Group. All sorts of wonderful cars, and they also part of our scholarship program, send us on the road in style when we go out of town. So we certainly appreciate Jeremy and his staff over at Travis Auto Group. So as you take a look at this game tonight, so many, obviously with the 0-2 and 2-0 records of district play for the two teams, Wylie with a lot of self-inflicted issues, and it's kind of been like that a lot this season. You've seen like that third quarter against Abilene Cooper. You see what happened last week. You go back to, even though I wasn't here for that game, Brian, you're down 2 points going into the fourth quarter against Ryder and end up losing the football game and get outscored 13-0 in the final frame. And so tonight's one of those that, boy, if they ever needed a perfect game, complete 4 quarters, it's this evening.
Going to have to, because we've gone away from playing Bulldog football, and that's 4 full quarters, and we've had a problem with the second half this year where it's either the third or fourth quarter. We come out really strong in the first half. It's hard to find our real identity of who we really are. We've got to come out tonight. You've got to hit on all phases, special teams especially. Offense has got to not leave points on the ground. We got to put it in the end zone. Don't put ourselves in these long third down sets. And the defense, you've got to come out, set the tone. You're going to have to control the line of scrimmage and show these Randall Raiders that they cannot run on us. It's been it's like you said, we haven't had a complete 4 full quarter game all year, and we've got to have it now.
Yeah, got to have it now. I mean, there is no tomorrow if you don't have it tonight, so it's going to be extremely important for the Bulldogs to come out focused, fired up, and kind of controlling the game from the onset. You go back to last week, you have 2 possessions, your first 2 possessions inside your opponent's 30-yard line, and walk away with 3 points. You said it, Brian, in just your last comment. You got to put the ball in the end zone. And Coach Martin, when we talked on the Action Sports Medicine Clay Martin show this past week, he was certainly frustrated with that and the inability to get the ball in the end zone. On that second drive where we ended up getting the field goal, got all the way down to the 2-yard line and couldn't punch it through. So it's going to be extremely important tonight because the Randall Raiders are going to score some points. You look at 31 points against Old High, 51 against Plainview. Again, no offense to Old High and Plainview, but Lubbock, Cooper, and Ryder have been the class of the district the last couple of years, and I believe them to be the same this year. And so, but still, they're still putting a lot of points up on the board. Their 2 losses, Brian, I don't know if you know this or not, but their 2 losses came to Emerald High 35-28, Pampa 29-28. So their 2 losses are by combined 8 points. And so you're absolutely right. Bulldog football is coming out and playing some smash mouth really, really quickly and kind of hit them in the mouth, so to speak, and get things going here tonight. We'll find out a little bit more about the Canyon Randall Raiders, including what Coach Martin is expecting to see tonight from his opponent in our edition of First Financial Bank Scouting Report. We'll take a quick break. When we come back with more of the Travis Auto Group pregame show, we will hear from Coach Martin. So that's all coming up here. Thank you for joining us here tonight as we get ready for Wylie and Canyon Randall as you listen to Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op here on Keen 105.
For your partners, Abilene Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, Hendrick Medical Center, Center Realtors, Taylor Electric, and Blue Sky. Thank you for your support of Wylie ISD.
And
Wylie Bulldog Athletics now has an app. Just go to the App Store or Google Play and search Wylie Bulldog Athletics. Then download to stay up to date on all things Wylie Bulldog Athletics.
Welcome back into the Travis Auto Group pregame show here on Keene 105. Wylie Bulldogs, Canyon, Randall Raiders getting it on here tonight. Raiders 2-0 on the season in district play. Wylie 0-2, a must-win tonight for the Wylie Bulldogs. A couple of things about this team, Brian, that we talked about. Obviously, their record, 5-2 victories over Dumas, Canyon, Caprock. And then obviously the district wins with Plainview, Wichita Falls High, losses to Amarillo and Pampa. But boy, they really love to utilize this quarterback. We mentioned in the first segment of this pregame show, almost 900 yards passing. It's really amazing when you look at it, Brian. You got 901 yards rushing for this quarterback, 892 yards passing. Only 9 yards difference between passing and running. It's really amazing. You don't see that kind of stat very often. 15 total touchdowns on the year. And certainly could throw the football. Slot receiver Nathan Baker with 26 receptions, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. Receiving Isaiah Hernandez, 26 receptions, 387, and 4 touchdowns. So they spread it around pretty evenly with their top 2 receivers. But you got a lot of guys with catches. So really this offense goes as quarterback Braxton Bird goes, and stopping him tonight is going to be really important.
And that's where you allow your defense to come out and establish a line of scrimmage real quick, put some pressure on him, make him get uncomfortable on throws, maybe get a pick. Your safeties are going to have to really play smart coverage, make sure we don't get the cheap flag for holding, pass interference. You know, if you can come out here and get them in a 3 and out in the first couple of series, you really kind of set them back a little bit and get him off his game. I think it really bodes well for the defense if we can do that.
Yeah, let's find out what Coach Martin's thoughts are. We can say all the things we want to say up here in the booth, but let's find out what Coach Martin is expecting tonight and his keys to victory in this evening's First Financial Bank Scouting Report here on Keene 105.
Help us welcome our teachers who have impacted the lives of our cheerleaders over the years. If you were chosen by a cheerleader for My Palms Your Impact, would you please stand? Thank you so much.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, I could take it back. Hey, bud. Hey, what's up? How's it going? It's gone? Alright then. Cool. Sarah.
And that's this week's First Financial Bank Scouting Report here on King 105, part of your Travis Auto Group pregame show. We welcome into the booth alongside me here Levi Wolf. Levi, Randall 2-0 on the season, Wylie 0-2. Not a situation you really faced during your playing time here at Wylie, but I'm sure your familiarity with the program. What do you think's been the message this week as they've gone through practice, knowing their backs are a little bit against the wall here?
I think probably just sense of urgency has been talked about over and over and over this week, and obviously there are little things that I'm sure they focused on during the week, but just getting the point across to these guys that it's you got to win, basically. I mean, at 0-2, you drop another one. Talk about a struggle to get to the postseason. You're in a real tight spot.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll take a break here on our Travis Auto Group pregame show. Still ahead, the coin toss here tonight as we get ready for the teams to come out and take the field. About 10 minutes remaining on the clock in our pregame. National anthem and more on the way. Stick around as you get ready for Wylie Bulldog football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op here on King 105. Welcome back into the Travis Auto Group pregame show. Expansive inventory of quality used vehicles and a commitment to continually providing the best in customer service. They give you the buying experience you've always wanted. You can see everything they have to offer at TravisAutoGroup.com or by stopping by 2569 Industrial Boulevard. Obviously a big game here tonight. We've talked about it for about the last 23 minutes. 2-0 Canyon Randall in district play, 0-2 Wylie Bulldogs, and this is a must-have here tonight at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. Knowing that you got Lubbock Cooper next week. Now, I don't think that Lubbock Cooper is as good as they have been the last couple of years, but still Lubbock Cooper coming to town next week. So, boy, I tell you what, if you've ever had your backs against the wall, it is absolutely right now. And you got a football team that's lost 2 games on the season by combined 8 points. They can run it, they can throw it. So it's going to be a big task tonight for these Bulldogs, but they just got to get it done.
Yeah, we're still saying it. We need a good, clean game. Just put 4 good quarters together.
Yep, that's exactly what we were talking about.
The talent's there, the speed's there, the size is there. It's just little bits here and there that they need to fix, and they got a great team.
Yeah, that has kind of been our Achilles heel this year for sure, is just the inability to play 4 quarters. As you mentioned, Brian said it earlier in the pregame show, we've struggled at times once we get down close to the red zone to finish drives off and score. Yep. Touchdowns, we've seen it multiple times, whether it be a penalty or something strange happens. If you go back to last week, those 2 opening drives, get the ball run the opening kickoff all the way down to the 28, get a 2-yard gain, you get a holding penalty. Now you're back at the 36, end up having to punt it away. You get the next drive after an interception, you get it down to the 2-yard line, end up not scoring. So 2 drives to start the game inside your opponent's 30, walk away with 3 points. Tonight against this team, those drives have to be finished off by putting 6 on the scoreboard. It's going to be extremely important for that to happen. As we look at tonight's captains, Jackson Camacho, also Garrett Graham, Xavier Collins, Jackson Lunsford, and Aiden Kincaid lined up down there as captains again tonight here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. But gosh, kickoff stuff. There's been some issues there. I know that was something that they were going to turn a lot of attention, even more attention to this past week at practice. So we've seen some mistakes. We've given up some big plays on defense. We've seen multiple kickoffs where we've had issues. Kickoff return with surprise onside, pooch kicks that hit the ground. Had two last week. You give a good football team 2 extra possessions, and you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And
there's no doubt in my mind that there was some extra effort put into special teams this week.
Yeah, and so if you go back to your time, Levi, here with the Wylie Bulldogs, a week like this where, and again, you never had your back against the wall for a postseason berth quite like this, but a game that was like a big game. For example, like playing Decatur in the postseason after they just kicked the out of you guys in non-district play. Just the intensity of practice, is that something that you guys really needed to get from the coaching staff, or something that just as a team you already knew it was a big game, you knew it was important, and you just took it to that next level?
Well, the Decatur game specifically, we were pretty upset with our performance the first time we played them. So it was that on top of knowing, you lose this game, you go home, you're done. That's your last one. But really, these guys know. They know what they're doing.
I just love it when anytime I ever bring up the Decatur game for any reason, you really kind of perk up.
It was beautiful.
That is great stuff. Captains introducing themselves to one another at midfield. We will set it down to Brian on our sideline mic for the coin toss here this evening.
Captain, you ready? All right, here we go. Couple things. Just stop on the whistle. Help us with the ball in the middle. If you have a problem with the other team, the opposing team, let us know, and we'll take care of that. Y'all do that for us?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And y'all know we did the coin toss for any coaches, right? Okay, I'm gonna throw it in the house. Just tell me what you want to see. Get the game ready and see if you win or not. What do you want? Tails. He said tails, right? Let's see what he got. Hey, you win the prize. You win the toss. Greg, you win the fur, right? Yes, sir. Okay.
All right, as you hear there, that Randall has won the toss and they've elected to defer. So we will get the ball first. And Trace, we've discussed it for the last half hour. It's win at all costs. And it needs to be between these hashes, between the offense and the defensive line controlling this game.
Yeah, I agree. Levi is a former offensive lineman. I'm sure going into a game like this, you just kind of be chomping at the bit to make sure that you guys win in the trenches. You win in the trenches tonight, you have a chance to win the football game.
That's right. They really need to set the tone tonight. I felt like it was a bit of a flat performance last week, and they need to just put it on their shoulders and run these guys over.
We'll keep it here for the national anthem performed tonight by the Wylie Pure Gold. First quarter brought to you by our friends at Bar Residential Roofing. Trust Bar for all your roofing, siding, and windows. They're an RCAT licensed roofing contractor. Bar Residential Roofing has been serving Abilene over 50 years. You can trust Bar. You can find them at 2250 Oak Street and online at Trust Bar, as Bar with 2 R's, trustbar.com. All right, as you heard, Canyon Randall winning the toss, deferring, so Wylie Bulldogs will get things started offensively. And like right now, in that huddle right there, please be talking about a surprise onside or something crazy.
Anybody that's watched film on them has to at least consider it with what they've seen from these guys.
Upbacks, which are really important. Ryan Blake, Landry Carlton standing at the 35. We've seen a lot of pooches there in that range, so we'll see if they attempt that. We also have 4 guys there in the middle of the field. Almost all of them, they're almost 6-8 feet apart. So,
all right, football fans, on your feet. Friday night in the big country. Time for some football.
Garcia, the kicker for the Randall Raiders, and he's just going to pound this one through the end zone. So, film be darned.
I got that one. Don't relax on the next one.
No. All right, here we go. Bulldogs will start at their own 25-yard line. They're going to put the ball on the right hash. Wylie going left to right here in this first quarter, so traveling towards the south end zone, towards the Jumbotron here at what the locals are calling the Hue. 2-back set. Also have the H-back back there. Handoff is going to go right up the middle to Gomez. That's going to be a good run by Trey to get this game started at 5 yards. I bet you like seeing that to get things started.
Oh, yeah. Get this run game going strong, and this offense looks very solid.
Little tempo here. Look at 5 wide receivers to the left. If they'd run out on the numbers in the little box, and they're just going to throw a screen. It's going to get blown up immediately, and that was a great defensive play. Not sure who made that play out there, but that was really, really well done. That was kind of like, that's exactly how you're supposed to blow that up, right?
Yeah, not an easy thing to do, but if you could draw it up, that's what it looks like.
So a loss of 2 on that pass from Kincaid. furthest to the right. Aiden is going to roll that way. Look at downfield. He's got a man on the button. Hook over the top. That's going to be a black tie first down. Nice catch there by Wylie Bulldogs, caught by 28 Reese Boro. That's going to be a gain of 14 yards from the 27 to the 41. And a black running first down for the Wylie Bulldogs. Very well executed play there. Trips left now for the Bulldogs. Wildcat formation. Gomez direct snap. Looking to run right. Cuts it back and he's going to get across midfield to the 40-yard line. That'll be another black running first down. That's going to be exactly 10 yards for Trey Gomez in the Wylie offense. Kincaid back in now at quarterback. Ryan Blake going to, they're going to go Wildcat again. Kincaid is going to be split out forward to the right. Twins to the left, and now Kincaid is going to go in motion. They're going to fake it to him, and Gomez going to run to the right. Going to be tackled by his shoestrings by 35 Mason Gilbert.
I like this tempo. I'm glad to see the Wildcat formation come back. Had a little success with it against Brownwood, I think.
Yeah. This is interesting here. Got the snipper back, tight end, and Gomez in the backfield. So three, really, there's two extra offensive linemen more than anything. That's a gain of 2.
Never enough offensive linemen.
Yes. Brian, we got a little funny stat for you, but you know how I kind of like quirky things. I told you about Mason Gilbert making that tackle earlier. There's 11 guys on this defense for Canyon Randall, right? I mean, you always have 11. Four of them have the first name Mason. How about that? Wow, kind of weird. Gomez on the direct snap in the Wildcat going to run to the right. And that's another Mason. Mason Ladd on the tackle there. Gain of 1. Man, Trey by the back of his helmet. Look at the replay. They had him by the back of his helmet for a little bit. He had to actually put his hand up to try to hold his helmet on. You know,
He was hanging on to it.
So
maybe that's what they saw on film, was his helmet comes off all the time.
All right, so here is an early decision for head coach Clay Martin. 4th down and 1 going to go for it from the Canyon Randall 40-yard line on a 4th down and 1. Kincaid on the snap. He's going to roll to his left. He has the first down. He's going to get it to the 34-yard line. The gain of 6 on the play, and Wylie off to a really nice opening drive here. That was the 8th play of this opening drive, and they are now down at the Canyon Randall 34-yard line on the opening drive of this ball game. 8:15 on the clock, and your Bar Residential Roofing first quarter. Fullback to the right of Kincaid, Gomez, and this is a different look here for this running game. Is you have Gomez deep, but then you also have the H-back right behind the guard, and then you also have a tight end, essentially just another fullback, offensive lineman there to the right of the quarterback. So just one extra blocker in the backfield, and so far
Set up with a wishbone.
so far it's been effective. Same formation here. 2nd down and 10 from the Raiders 34-yard line. Okay, play action. He's got a man on the slant. It's going to be and the Wylie Bulldogs come out. We asked him to be perfect tonight, and that drive was the most perfect offensive drive we have seen for the season. Touchdown, Wylie.
That was on point.
We'll just keep it right here. Yeah, I looked down to take a note on my notepad. Next thing you know, I see Beard rolling to the left, so I apologize that I missed that. That was an excellent drive by the Wylie Bulldogs. Get your
now just keep the pedal down.
Get your Big Country Tire scoring summary: 10 plays, 75 yards, 433 off of the clock. 34-yard touchdown pass from Aiden Kincaid to Harrison Hyden. Hercules line of tires come with a road hazard protection program offering free replacement for any Hercules tire for 2 years or the first 50% of tread life. And now we're going to give Canyon a taste of what we've been dealing with, a high pooch kick. Unfortunately, a little bit of room to run around the right end. Kicker Bearden goes over to make the stop. That was a nice return by number 1, Nathan Baker. Gets it to the Randall 45-yard line. Well, I don't know if you could draw up a better offensive play as we go down to Brian Hobbs on our sideline mic. Sure, the team's super thrilled with that opening drive.
You got to give it that fourth down play was the whole thing that set that up. Because other than that, we've had some trouble with that over the last couple of weeks in that conversion.
Here comes Braxton Bird, the Raider offense. He is going to roll to his left on a first down and 10. That pass is going to be caught by Baker. The junior wide receiver probably going to be thrown out of bounds on the Wylie sideline. That's going to be a blank on the first down in Bulldog territory to the 44-yard line or so. See where they spot this. 44-yard line, so first down and 10. For the Raiders at the Wylie 44. Two lines left, one to the right, back to the left of the quarterback. Inside handoff goes to 21, Jordy Hernandez. Pickup of 2 on the right. So the starting running back, Caden Henry, looking at the Wylie scouting report, and they said 21 also a good running back, might be a little quicker than 3. So we see 21 Jordy Hernandez getting early carry here. They're going to fake it to him this time to the right side. Nowhere to go there. Nice play by Avery Blecky. Blecky with a lot of playing time last week in the district. I'm pretty sure he was the MVP in district basketball. He was gigantic. He's 6'8", but he got some playing time last week at defensive end and really played well.
Yeah, he had a really good game. But that was a great tackle coming upfield, sealed off the end, got him on the ground.
One thing about Cam and Randall that we did not discuss on our pregame show is they like to snap the football with about 8 seconds or so on the play clock. So they really eat up some clock just waiting to snap it. And this is going to be a complete jailbreak pressure on the quarterback on third down 11. He's going to have to throw it away. I would assume here from the 45-yard line or so that Canyon Randall would not go for it here. I think they would try to flip the field and punt it here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So a perfect offensive drive to start the game, and even though get a first down for the Raiders on their opening drive, a pretty close to perfect defensive start too.
Yeah, can't really ask much more than that. They got that one decent pass play and then shut them down. Actually, didn't even move from there.
Fair catch called for. It's going to be brought in by J.T. Thompson.
Let's do it again.
First and 10.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. Let's do it again. Wylie going to have it first down and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Ball left hash. Twins right. Handoff is going to go right side. Gomez. Tackle going to be made. David Henry, number 3 for the Raiders.
Not much over there.
Yeah, yard for Gomez on his 7th carry of the night. 25 yards thus far for Trey. Second down and 9 by right in the middle of the field. Wylie Bulldog 15-yard line, 6-0. Wylie leads, 4:45 remaining in the Bar Residential Roofing first quarter. Now we're back to that 3-back set. Just an extra blocker back there to enable Wylie to run the football. I don't know what things that's going to do. You saw it on the touchdown play there. They've got that many guys in the backfield. They're going to have to come down. That just left the right of the field wide open.
Just kind of clears the traffic out back there a little bit.
2-yard gain. Yeah, you've got a lot of guys in the box here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, really 8 guys in the box if you look at it. 7. Kincaid going to roll to his right, looking downfield. Good coverage, can't find anybody, and he's just going to throw to right. And pretty smart. I mean, that's just really good coverage downfield by the Canyon Randall Raiders.
Yeah, he really didn't have anybody that popped open for him right there. And a good, smart play just to get rid of it.
So Bearden will be on to punt. He'll stand about, he'll probably kick this away from about the 5-yard line. Really good punt by Grayson. Going to be caught about the 48-yard line, and a good return. Well, I'll tell you what, that was gutsy there by 22 Braxton Bell to even not catch that.
Almost assumed that he did call for a fair catch. Pretty slippery.
Yeah, that's a good return into Wylie territory. Going to have it about the 48-yard line. Not sure if there was a pest patrol penalty flag on the play, and there was. Face mask, so they're going to tack on 15 more. So a good return to the 38. Now that's going to set up Randall at the 23-yard line. The chains crew hardly even had to move. So a good punt return. Good punt return in the face mask. Well, remember last week we had Old High pinned on the 1-yard line and had a face mask penalty that moved him out to 16. They ended up scoring. And that was a real momentum shifter. Really,
Those 15-yarders are painful.
not only that, they hurt. Put on first down and 10 for Canyon Randall at the Wylie 24-yard line. Inside handoff goes to Hernandez. And he finds nothing in there except for big Xavier Collins. As a running back, that's not the guy you want to see right when you get the ball.
It's pretty unpleasant reading at the line.
Loss of 2 back to the 25-yard line. Second down and 12 for the Raiders. Wylie 25-yard line. Bulldogs leading 6-0. Twins both sides on the right hash. And in motion. They're going to have jet sweep. Quarterback pulls it. And boy, look at that guy run. My goodness. Braxton Bird. Great touchdown. That guy. We'll take him on. Get him to 25 to the end zone. Did it. That's a great fake, too. Wow.
He had me looking at the running back.
That face mask did not help. Extra point by Savage. There you go.
Sounded perfect to me.
Yeah, extra point is good. 2:59 remaining in the Barn Residential Roofing first quarter. Canyon Randall 7, Wylie 6. You're listening to Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on King 101.
I'd like to take this time to thank our managing partners, Taylor Access Fiber and Market Street, for their support of Wylie.
Take much there for Canyon Randall after the good punt return and the penalty on top of it. A 25-yard touchdown run by Randall quarterback Braxton Bird. Canyon the 7-6 lead here against the Wylie Bulldogs. 2:59 remaining first quarter.
That short field's tough on your defense.
Yep, not much fun on Danny Garcia. Kick this one away, going to be out of the back of the end zone. So Bulldogs will have it at their own 25-yard line. Last time we started the 25-yard line, we put together a 75-yard drive. So let's do it again.
I agree. Is this the only team that's kicked to us like that this year?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of guys.
A bunch of onsides from Burleson and then pooches.
Yeah.
Everybody else seems like.
So they're just content since they got a guy that can boom it out of the back of the end zone. I'll give it a try. And we got the sophomore Malachi Daniels in at running back. He's going to get 6.
Good start.
Carpenter banged up. Daniel saw some action last week and played pretty good at running back, even though he's primarily been more on the defensive side of the ball.
Right.
I did ask Coach Martin to please give him the ball a little bit more. Doing the show.
He looks good.
Yeah, he does. Pest Patrol penalty flag on the field.
Here's the flag on the play.
See if we can't see what the it's going to go against us, I believe. Yeah. Holding. I'll move it back to the 21-yard line. Second down, 14 at the 21-yard line. Wylie still first quarter here, so still going left to right. 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. Going to have 4 wide receivers. Twins each side, and they are stacked. Kincaid back to pass. Pressure coming from the inside. He's got a man. It's Thompson, and he's going to catch it and run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Kind of see that one develop right in front of you, couldn't you?
Yeah, it was a good looking play. We just needed a couple more yards this direction where you could get it upfield.
Yeah. It's going to be third down and 5 for the Bulldogs at their own 30-yard line. Ball right hash. Looks like they're going to send Heighton and Thompson up top. They're going to be squeezed inside. Just both receivers to the left are inside the hash. Wide receiver right out in the numbers, and just an out route by Harrison. He's going to have a black hunting first down to the Wylie 38-yard line. And after the holding penalty, Wylie doing a good job there to get that yardage back and get a first down.
It's always nice when you successfully dig out of that hole.
Yep, for sure. Pistol formation here with Daniels, a sophomore, behind Kincaid. 3 wide receivers. Do have that H-back right behind the right guard. Daniels going to get it right up the middle. Looks like he's going to get it to the 40-yard line for a gain of 2.
Seeing a little bit of a surge from this offensive line today. Opening up some holes.
Daniels out, Gomez in at running back on a second down and 8. Ball left hash. Going to send 3 to the wide side of the field, which is towards Wiley's bench to the right, wide receiver out left. Gomez going to stand to the left of Kincaid in the backfield. Gomez now going to go in motion. Kincaid's got a guy deep, throws it out there, and that was interesting. Heighton couldn't kind of stop running. Look at the replay here. He's going deep. Kincaid throws it out there, expecting to keep running, and Heighton kind of just stopped and tried to jump instead of just keep running.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been able to run under that one, didn't it?
It was kind of interesting. Not sure, maybe tripped or something and had to try to jump. I don't know. That was interesting. I think if he would have been able to just keep running, he might have had an opportunity to catch that.
Yeah, it looked like something broke his stride.
Yeah, that's really strange. 3rd down and 8 here for the Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line. 3 wide receivers also have tied in to the left, and they don't like what they got here, so Coach Martin is going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field with 58 seconds remaining first quarter. Your score, Raiders 7, Bulldogs 6. You're listening to Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on Key 105. So whatever happened there, Coach Martin not liking all the, looks like they were just discombobulated. So he takes a timeout. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Yeah. Get it all figured out. 4 wide receivers to the side, Gomez to the left, Bumpy to the right of Kincaid on this 3rd down and 8. Kincaid straight drop back, looking left. Can't find anybody. Now he's going to escape the pocket and roll to his left. Throws it downfield. Incomplete. Intended for Cade Kitchens. Had him coming across the field. Looks like, look at this replay. See if that kind of went through a little bit high as Kincaid was rolling to his left, just off his fingertips, just a little bit high. And Wylie going to have to punt. Well, that's a missed opportunity there. So he's got a man open.
Yeah, he had his guy there.
I'll tell you what, one thing they don't need to do is let this little Braxton Bell back deep to return, get his hands on the, yeah, I like that. It's a little directional kick. Stops, checks up at the Randall 33-yard line, nowhere near the return after what we saw the first time. Let's go down to Brian Hobbs on our sideline, Mike. Kind of feels like there's a little bit of energy down there on the field. I know those last 2 drives ended in punts after that perfect opening drive, but it seems like a little bit more sense of urgency than we've seen the last couple of weeks.
And definitely, and the fact that we're not letting one small mistake put us back in a deep hole, we're just need to keep more composure. And he took that time out, and Clay was just saying, "Hey, what was that? We got to calm down." And he said, "Let's get our heads back in the game."
Brian calls Coach Martin Clay like they're pals or something.
Yeah, they're tight.
Randall, quarterback, running around, can't find anybody to throw it, and will escape the pocket. He'll be tackled by Holden Atwood. I'll tell you what, that little Braxton Bird, he is slippery. You can see why he's had almost 1,000 yards rushing on the season. Not very big. I mean,
they're putting up some points on people.
I got here pretty early tonight, was just sitting up here in the booth and watching him warm up down there on the field. He's a little bitty guy. But matter of fact, it's almost like I was sitting here waiting for a JV game, watching him warm up before. But man, he is slick. Inside handoff and another big hole up the middle. Gonna run for about 8 there on the final play of our Bar Residential Roofing first quarter. Jordy Hernandez on that run. And we are through 1 here at Hughes Sanford Stadium. Our Wylie Bulldogs trailing the Canyon Randall Raiders 7-6. Second quarter coming up next as you listen to Wylie Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on Keen 105. 7-6 as we head into the second quarter. Canyon Randall leading by 1 here. Second quarter brought to you by our friend Terry Collin, who works at Caldwell Banker. Caldwell Banker Apex Realtors, making things happen for other people. She's been in the Wylie District over 30 years, knows the value of this community. Doesn't matter if you're needing to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. She's your gal. Terry Collin at Caldwell Banker Apex 439-1214. Second down and 1 for the Raiders as they go left to right here in this second quarter. Handoff goes right side. Tell you what, that running back might have come up like kind of was hobbling towards the end like maybe a hamstring or something. Did you see that? It's kind of, yeah, it was really something weird, dude. He's staying in the game, so maybe just, I don't know.
Just one of his moves.
Also, thanks to our friends at Roland Surban Dentistry. They make a donation for every touchdown the Bulldogs score to our Bulldogs Live Line Scholarship Fund. Wylie is on the board here in this first half. So the tuition touchdown program of our friends at Roland Surban Dentistry. Thanks, Bart. You and your staff, we absolutely love you. You've been a huge part of what we do as whistles will blow on the field and Canyon Randall going to take a timeout. 11:15, second quarter. Randall 7, Wylie 6, timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break and be back with more next as you listen to Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on Keene 105.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's be our cheerleaders this year. Connie Andrews, Lindsay Bailey, Faith Geary, Dave Evans, Avery Freeman, Paige Hughes, Sheridan Dodson, Ireland Kelly, Valerie Light, Autumn McGuire, Ellen McMaster, Alan Parrish, Lee Rush, Sarah Sanchez, David Thompson, Henry Travis, Constance Walker, Leah Whitman, Kara Weir, Kinsey Wilson. Mascots are Cadence Ferguson and Logan Huntington.
All right, so Canyon Randall saw something they didn't like, and they take a timeout. It'll be first down and 10 for the Raiders at the Wylie 42-yard line. The Canyon Randall leading 7-6, 11:15 remaining in the first half. Wing left, a couple of wides there. They're going to hand it off inside to Hernandez.
Starting to find a little bit of room in the middle there. Need to seal that up.
Camacho on the tackle there. Okay, Killian going to come out of the ball game. In goes Reese Borholm for this Wylie defense. Second down and 6 at the Bulldog 39-yard line. Two wide receivers. They're not back to pass. Pressured and the screen play. I'll tell you what, Borholm got there quickly on that screen. It's almost like coaches might think that screen was coming because they bring Borholm into the game and immediately blitz him. And they had that called at the right time, didn't they?
Man.
Yep, had that called at exactly the right time. It'll be third down and 6 from the Wylie 39-yard line. Three wide receivers for the Raiders, including a tight end to the right, twins up top, back to the left. Bird back to pass, has his man in the front. He's going to have a first down and more. Cuts it inside with the 30. And he's going to get inside the red zone down to the 18-yard line.
Nobody over there.
Nope. Multiple Bulldogs making the tackle, led by number 2, senior Jackson Gray. So Bird Hernandez for a big black running first down into the red zone at the 18-yard line.
Good job just to get him on the ground in the open field there.
A lot of speed here on this Canyon Randall team, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's
Once you mentioned how small this quarterback is, he may be the smallest person on the field.
Yeah. Back coming first down to Wylie 18. Hernandez right up the middle. They'll get across the 15 to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6. I don't know, this wide receiver out of the right, he's pretty small. They got some small dudes. I mean, just look down there. Number 1, number 10. Good grief, they're pretty lightning quick.
Built for speed.
Yeah, sure. They don't have heights and weights on the roster.
Those are always padded a bit anyway, it seems like.
Well, I know J.T. Thompson's 5'9", and he's much bigger than this wide receiver. Handoff goes to Caden Henry into the football game. We've seen a lot more Jordan Hernandez. Caden Henry typically the starter, but we've seen a lot more 21 than 3, but he gets the call there, and I think
Pretty good runner, too.
going to be just a little bit short. Ball just shy of the 9-yard line. He'll be 3rd and inches for the Raiders at the essentially 9-yard line of the Wylie Bulldogs. Bird with a running back to his left. That's Hernandez. 2 wide receivers each side. Tight end Andrew to the right side. And now Raider offense going to check with me with their coaching staff. Looks like Bird going to change the play. This has got to be going right side, doesn't it? All those guys there. And Lucky, I tell you what, maybe Lucky has come off the basketball court to come in and get penetration and gets upfield in that defensive end spot. That's a loss of a couple of back to the 11-yard line, and this is now 4th down.
Yeah, he's not playing like he's fresh back into the game. He's looked good the last 2 weeks.
Pretty impressive. So you have 3rd down and inches, and now you're going to have 4th down and... About 2? Yeah, 4th and 2. It's a long 2 at that. That's a pretty long 2 right there. The ball just...
It's a big play.
Little bounce snap. The quarterback's going to have to run for his guy, rolling to his right, and he's going to throw it, and that's going to be caught for a touchdown. How did they not have anybody? And I was looking, and they didn't. That was absolutely amazing. The snap was high. Quarterback rolls to his right. I was really thinking there was going to be some sort of illegal man downfield. It didn't happen.
Dang.
Colby Marting on the reception. I think the clock was still running. Yeah, when you see kind of a broken play like that, as an offensive lineman, you sometimes get downfield. I thought, surely they'll have somebody downfield.
I was trying to go get a touchdown.
Unfortunately, they didn't have anybody downfield. I was looking and I was like, oh, please, somebody. All right, they had some time run off the clock. They're going to put it back now. 8:16 on the clock for that touchdown. Extra point, Sorry, never seen that name before. I probably should have talked to the radio guys. I just didn't notice it. Yeah, hits the upright. All right. Well, that gets this extra point for us off the board, and everything's back to being square.
That feels better.
Yep, sure does. 8:16 remaining first half. Canyon Randall 13 and Wylie 6. You're listening to Wylie Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op here on King 105. Well, we missed extra point for the Raiders, make it 13-6. We missed one earlier, and so that...
Back to a 7-point game.
I'm not even sure if we actually missed it. We might have gone for 2 there. I don't know why we would. I just happened to look away at the exact wrong time. Bad job by the play-by-play guy. Can't do that, right? I mean, I'm supposed to be the one describing the action. I looked down on what I was doing. They snapped the 2,000. Now here comes a pooch kick, and Wylie not playing around. They got J.T. Thompson there and fair catch.
Yeah, they don't want any part of that.
No, and I'm totally
That's
good
what
with
we had
that.
last week.
Totally good with that.
Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. First and 10 Bulldogs.
Ball to the 25-yard line. The first down and 10 for Wylie. See if they can't get something going. That opening drive, 10 plays, 75 yards, 4.5 minutes, marching right down the field. And since then, a 3 and out, and then about a, 6 and out. Got one first down, I think, on that second drive.
We really need to get something going here.
There's that 3-back set again. You got an H-back, really 2 H-backs in the backfield along with Gomez, so an extra blocker, play action. Kincaid back to pass, can't find anybody, going to have to run to his right. Throws it downfield and almost intercepted. That's one that
The dangerous one.
when they get in the film room, they may say that's one that you might just want to toss away there. That was close. Four white jerseys around Grayson Bearden on that throw there, so probably lucky that didn't get picked. Three-back set again for the Bulldogs. 2 wide receivers. Gomez on the call up the middle, sidesteps, little jump cut there in the hole, and going to get it out to about the 28-yard line for a gain of 3.
Third and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Third down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Trips left in a triangle. Also have a tight end to the left. Actually, it's a 2 tight end set, no backs. Kincaid going to roll to his right. Looks to run, and I think he's going to scramble enough for a Black-Cumming first down, I believe. I think he did. No, he didn't. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And Wylie's going to have to punt.
Looked like he regretted running out of bounds there as soon as he ran into the down marker.
Braxton Bell back deep for the Raiders. Beard on the punt.
Grayson Bearden on to kick it away. Still have this Braxton Bell kick returner and a timeout on the field for Coach Martin. With 7:23 remaining in the first half. Randall 13, Wylie 6. You're listening to Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op here on Keene. Timeout. We'll come back with more next.
To stay up to date on all things Wylie Bulldog athletics.
Well, I tell you what, it is never fun for a coach, I'm sure, to burn a timeout when your punt team is on the field, right?
No.
And that's a personnel deal there.
Most times you want it.
Yeah, you don't really want to do that. Got us a fun little formation here. Look at this. And Randall going to take a timeout. So Wylie trying to make something happen. They ran 5 guys out to the left between the hash and the numbers. A couple of guys out to the right, and they really had something cooking there.
It's a backwards swinging gate.
And that's something that obviously we have not seen them do. So if the 3 of us, Brian, hadn't seen it, I guarantee the Canyon coaches had, right?
No, sir. Not quite sure what that was. Maybe trying to get them to burn all their turnouts. I don't.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of wondering, is that some window dressing, or maybe did we, because it's 4th down and what, 2? Yeah, maybe by doing that they may jump or something, you know, get a first down the cheap way. I don't know. We'll see what we come out with here. I mean, this is one of those nights that you got to pull out all the stops, don't you?
Oh, for sure.
You know, that's right.
All right, we'll see what.
Definitely interesting.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to ask him, you going to fake it or not?
Yeah, I wanted to see the final result.
And here we go again. Got to find out. Bearden is going to get under center. And now he's going to run back. You're going to have to get this and kick it quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hoping that they jump. I don't see anything happening here, and Wylie going to get a delay of game. Randall being very disciplined there, not coming across. Delay of game. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah. They're going to try to get that quick 5.
If you got that worked up in practice, that is the time to run it, right? 4th down and 2. It's your own 33. You got a punter who can kick it pretty well. See if you can't get a cheap first down if they jump offside. So now I know the answer to my question. Fake or not?
Yeah.
There was no fake there. That was all to draw them off.
Kind of mess with their heads a little.
Yeah. Bearden with a really nice kick. Fair catch called for him at the Randall 32. Called in at the 33, pardon me.
Funny if they caught that one. The last one, there was a guy standing on his toes when he caught it.
Yeah. Well, that might have been one right there where their coach said, hey, fair catch it, son.
Yeah. Nice return, but
13-6. Kane and Randall leading Wylie with 7:17 remaining in the first half. Lawrence Hall halftime show will be coming your way. Have the sounds of the Pure Gold Marching Band. Brian will make a trek up to the press box for the Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union halftime scoreboard. And of course, quick word with head coach Clay Martin. First down and 10 for the Raiders. Jet sweep. Nope, they fake it. Well, look at Brecky. Brecky dove and tackles the quarterback. Along with Garrett Graham.
he's all over the place.
And they found something special in big number 8, haven't they? It's pretty amazing.
Good player.
I know 2 people that are probably cringing just a hair. Greg Ruffin, who is in the press box, by the way.
Yeah.
And Matt Brackett. Do you know who Matt Brackett is?
I don't.
That is the head basketball coach at Hardin Simmons. where Amy
Next
Brecky is heading. That's passes are going to be incomplete there. And Brackett is cringing for Ruffin's only got one thing to worry about. Brackett's got 2 things. You know, injury, yeah, okay, maybe a little bit. But him, he better hope that Brecky doesn't get recruited for football.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, when you're this size, 6'7", 220, I mean, that is a little light, but college football coaches go, oh, we can put 50 pounds on him fast. Quick pass in the flat, right side, too high, and punting situation going to be forthcoming for Randall Raiders. Wylie going to get it back with 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half. And you get some college coaches see him penetrate and playing like that with that kind of size. We could get him 6'7", 270 like that.
They're not afraid to feed you.
No. Look how fast he's pretty fast running off the field too. All right, punting situation. You got J.T. Thompson back deep at the Wylie 28-yard line. And that's just going to be an end-over-end kick. Watch out. Nope, Wiley's going to get completely away from it. Going to be down by the Raiders at the Wylie 32-yard line.
Let's go, offense. That first drive was so pretty.
It sure was.
We need some more of that.
3 punts since. Wylie opening up the game with a 75-yard drive. If you joined us late, 10 plays, touchdown pass from Kincaid to Heighton of 34 yards. And since then, I think they've only had 1 first down since that opening drive.
That's only been about 10 plays probably.
Yeah, first down and 10 for the Bulldogs here. They're going to fake the jet sweep to Thompson, and Kincaid going to roll to his left, steps out of bounds.
Kincaid chased out of bounds.
He's going to lose a couple of yards, I think, back to about the 28 or so.
Yeah, they didn't bite on that one.
No, it's going to be a loss of 4 on the play.
Loss of 4.
112 yards of total offense here in this first half. And when you think about that, 75 of them coming on the opening drive. 63 yards passing, 49 rushing.
Yeah.
Trips right. Second down, 14 for the Bulldogs. Malachi Daniels in the game. Kincaid, quick pass out to J.T. Thompson. He's got it. Going to be slung down. Kind of around the neck.
It's a wild kind of a bulldogging tackle.
36-yard line, gain of 8 on the play.
Third down goal.
Second catch of the first half for J.T., 17 yards. Right now, Kincaid is 6 of 9, 71 yards on that touchdown. Third down and 6 for the Bulldogs at their own 36-yard line. 6:08 on the clock here in the first half. That pass is going to go out right side and through the hands of J.T. Thompson. And Wylie going to have to punt it again. J.T. is going to be a little bit sick with that one.
Yeah, he wants that one back.
Yep, sure does.
It's just not quite clicking right now.
Yep, 10-play drive to open the game. They've had 14. Oh, here we go. We're going to see that same punting formation. 5 guys out to the left, almost to the numbers. 2 to the right. And they're going to snap it to Beard, and he's going to run around a little bit, kick it end over end. There was nobody back, so that's going to take a Bulldog bounce. And look at this thing roll. Going to roll all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
That was a very friendly roll.
Yep.
Nice.
Finally going to stop at the 8-yard line. Down by Peyton Johnson, number 4. Well, that's an interesting punt formation.
What'd y'all do at the coaching show? Have a wild special teams talk and just lose it?
Now, he didn't get that from me. Yeah, it's not one of mine. Quarterback Bird going to keep it around the right end. J.T. Thompson going to tackle him along with my eyes going bad. 45 Ryan Price. Fellas, Matt McGraw doing something really mean. You know, he's on the road up there in Lubbock High for the Wylie Lubbock High volleyball game. Sends me a picture of an apple burrito from Taco Villa. That's rude, isn't it? Brian?
Well, I thought he was going to say the other place.
Yeah. Handoff right side, Hernandez, and Garrett Graham says no serve. Tell you what, both these defenses playing pretty good here in the first half, aren't they?
Yeah, it's been a solid showing for both teams. Randall looked a little on their heels on that first drive. Maybe the tempo was unexpected, but they've settled in pretty good. And that's why, I mean, that one 25-yard short field got to them a little bit, but they've played pretty solid.
The second down and 8 for the Raiders at their own 21-yard line, right hash. Handoff left side, Hernandez. And there's Bucky again, along with Gray. That Golly, how about number 80, folks?
No gain on play.
They're going to stop running towards them.
I don't think he played to what, the third, fourth game? I remember we were leaving the radio station after recording the weekly show, and he goes, "Oh, hey, did you see Brecky down on the sideline?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, that was when he decided to play.
Yeah, interesting. Third down and 9 for the Raiders. Trips right. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield. He's going to roll to his right, looks downfield, delivers, and almost intercepted. Wow. Borho and their wide receiver kind of ran into each other. Isaiah Hernandez ran into Borho, and the ball kind of came out. Up until then,
It looked like a perfect pass to him.
Yeah,
Just
looked like-
enough contact to knock it out. That would have been tasty.
yeah, would have been nice. Would have been inside around the 30-yard line or so. And over in punt, fair catch called for J.T. Thompson at the Wylie 48-yard line. Sixth possession of the night coming up for this Wylie offense. If they can get something going here with 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first half, trailing Canyon Randall 13-6.
Need a little excitement before halftime.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, we've actually given up some stuff right before halftime, so why not?
Let's go the other way.
Yeah. Three wide receivers for the Bulldogs and tight end. Play action. Kincaid back to pass. Looking deep down the middle for Heighton, and had his man hiding behind and just could not connect. Just a little bit too far. And I think we said multiple times this year that's kind of Kincaid's miss, isn't it? Just a little too far
Yep.
on those deep balls.
All over.
Be second down
That
and
one was
10.
close too.
Sure was. Brian, that wasn't over by much, was it?
Not by much at all.
Trips right. Gomez to the right of Kincaid. Straight draw back again for Aiden. Looking around, can't find anybody. Everybody is covered. Kincaid going to roll to his right, lower his head, going to be pushed out of bounds by Mason Gomez, the linebacker. Yep, goes get a couple right to the 50. So odd to me, looking at this defensive depth chart, both inside linebackers are named Mason. Mason Gilbert, Mason Gomez. You got a defensive end named Mason Brown and a safety named Mason Ladd. It's not like Canyon's that big. You have 4 kids born basically the same year, all with the name Mason.
You just call Mason every time.
Yeah. Okay, back to pass. Flips it to J.T. Thompson. He's got it.
There we go.
Back coming first down for the Bulldogs down to the Randall 33-yard line. A pickup of 17. Nice play there. Aiden Kincaid to J.T. Thompson.
On the move now.
Twins both sides here in this quad grip for Bulldogs. Gomez going to run on the backfield to his right, and Kincaid dancing around. He's got a little bit of room. Now he's going to just set up and throw it left side, and incomplete behind Borhub. That's a good job by that offensive line not to get downfield there. It looked like Kincaid was about to run for a second.
Yeah, I thought he was just going for it. He pulled up just right before he was too late. Actually, it seemed like it confused Borho.
It's going to be second down and 10 from the Canyon Randall 33-yard line. Ball wide hash. Trips to the left towards the Wylie side of the field. Gomez to the left of Kincaid in the backfield. Straight down, just a little too far. Intended for Harrison Heighton and incomplete.
Third down.
That's a good play there. I mean, you guys going to get it or nobody. Pretty good coverage on that go ball to Heighton.
The coverage has been tight.
Yep. third down and 10. 3 wide receivers this time. Gomez to the left of Kincaid in the gun. Hayden rolls to his left, throws it out there, and incomplete. That's a pretty good play there by 23 for the defense. Christian Rodriguez. Pest Patrol penalty flags on the field.
He timed that up perfect.
He sure did. Yeah, he hits height and right when the ball got there and jarred it loose. See what the call is. Ineligible man downfield. Why are we having an ineligible man downfield on that play when it didn't the one before? That's just a straight hook route.
Was somebody just run blocking?
Well, you know what? Could have been. That might have been a little bit of an RPO, but on third down and 10, I don't know why you would have an RPO going on. But maybe I'm wrong. So it's going to be fourth down. Ball at the 30. This would be a 50-yard attempt here. There is wind from the south. Coach is going to go for it. And he's going to take his final timeout here. It'd be interesting to see if he takes his timeout and gives Beard an opportunity to try a 50-yard field goal. It looks like that's exactly. Yeah, I just saw one of the coaches pat Bearden on the back. I think Coach Martin thought about it for a second, maybe looked up at the flag. Brian, you're down on the field. What kind of wind is there from the south? I mean, I see the flag a little bit. What do you think?
You see where I'm standing? It's kind of blowing across me, more of a left to right, but it's real slight. It's not as much as the flag looks.
But what wind there is going to be at his back at least a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's going to definitely have it in his back.
Ball at the right hash. I think if I was a kicker, I'd want the right hash more than the left. That's definitely what's going to happen. We're going to have a 50-yard field goal attempt. Obviously, we already know that
He's got the leg.
it's going to actually be about 51. They're going to kick it from the 40.5-yard line, so a 51-yard attempt. How far was that one kicked early? 54? Coming up?
Yeah, 54.
That's a line drive kick, and no good, wide left. That had the leg, even though it didn't get very high. It had the leg, it was just wide left. So, missed field goal with 3 minutes and 1 second remaining in the first half. So they'll mark that at the 33-yard line, and that is where Canyon Randall will take over, leading 13-6 in this ball game. Been a long first half. Well, it's all halftime show coming up. While the sounds of the Pure Gold, Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union halftime scoreboard. And we'll get a quick interview with head coach Clay Martin. All that's coming up here in about three football minutes. That's different than just 3 minutes. Long pass. Oh my gosh, what a catch. Boy, I don't know what else you could do there. That was really good coverage by Caden Landeros. And 17, Isaiah Hernandez on the deep post route just dives, lays out. Look at that.
Man.
Whew, that was not credit where it's due. That was just absolutely beautiful catch by Isaiah Hernandez on the long ball from Braxton Bird. The black punting first down for the Raiders at the Wylie 32-yard line. Now, I wish he would have dropped it, but since he didn't.
Fully laid out for that one.
Brecky giving chase to Bird, dives at his feet, can't trip him up. I'll tell you what, not a lot of answers here for Big Avery Brecky on this Raider offensive line. Impressive. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard run by quarterback Braxton Bird. Ball at the Wylie 29-yard line. Clock stopped, 2:26, 13-6. The score here late in our first half at New Santander Stadium. 3 wide receivers, 2 left side, back to the right. Now they're going to fake the jet sweep again. Oh, Bird Bird made a couple of spin moves, but he got spinning too fast and tripped up and fell. Loss of 5. He literally spun twice. Loss of 5, meaning third down and 11.
It was wild looking. I thought he got hit when I watched it at first.
Crosdale going to come into the ball game along with 49 Kendrick Vanderbilt. It's third down and 11. A little bit of a lighter look. You got Collins at nose guard. Van out of the ball game. So a little bit smaller, quicker defensive line. Is probably wide. Over expecting that quarterback draw. Vanderbilt gets his hands on him. See this replay real quick, Levi. Couldn't tell if we got lucky there. And did we get away with a face mask? Kind of looked like we might have. We'll take
Quarterback was calling for it.
Yeah, take it. I think we grabbed him. Can't see them all. If you're an official. Clock is going to continue to roll. I think they're probably going to take a timeout here on a fourth down and 12. They're going to let their play clock get all the way down and then call a timeout. Just try to burn as much time off of the clock as possible. Not give Wylie an opportunity to get the football back. We'll see. So timeout in the field. 51 seconds remaining in the first half. 13-6 Randall leads. We'll take a quick break. Back with more next here on Keene 105. So Canyon Randall calling a timeout with 51 seconds remaining in the first half, leading 13-6, fourth down and 11 at the Bulldog 34-yard line. See what they're going to do here. Assuming they're going to go for it, kind of in no man's land for them. This would be a 51-yard attempt. Offense on the field for the Raiders. Twins both sides, back to the right. Man in motion across the formation. Braxton Bird back to pass. Set up a little wide receiver slip screen, and he's going to be knocked down. Great play there. Nice tackle. Yeah, Jackson Camacho. Good job. 21 for the Bulldogs, and
Upended him.
Canyon Randall will turn it over on downs with 44 seconds remaining. A pretty safe play for Canyon Randall there. A little slip screen, tunnel screen, if you will. And
it's set up pretty nice, too.
Yeah.
Had me a little nervous.
Guy could break it,
Good
but
play.
outside of obviously a fumble, not much of a chance for an interception return for a touchdown or something crazy.
Right.
See what Wylie does here. First down and 10 at their own 26. Obviously Randall getting the ball back to start the third quarter. Pest Patrol penalty flags going to fly. Going to have, I'm sure, a hold against Wylie. That is the call.
Yeah. Can't get that jersey stretching right in front of the ref.
No. So we're going to mark it at the 16-yard line. First down and 20.
We just need a little more room. That's all that was.
Yep, Twins both sides. Malachi Daniels on the call. He's going to be hit and dropped after a pretty nice run of about 5-6 yards. Tackle made by 35 Mason Gilbert, another Mason. Full of Masons. 6-yard run there by Malachi. Could be the final play of the half. 9 seconds. Wylie not in any hurry here. Well, we're going to run one more. Kincaid going to throw it out in the flat to J.T. Thompson. He'll catch it, and I was going to say blow the whistle. That'll be the final play of the first half. So a 3-yard catch there is how the first half ends for the Wylie Bulldogs. We'll wait for Coach Martin to get to Brian Hobbs. Get a quick word with head coach Clay Martin, find out, get his thoughts here on the first half. That's brought to you by our friends at Maverick Saw Cutting and Core Drilling, providing core drilling, concrete cutting, flat sawing, and wall sawing. And Brian is down with head coach Clay Martin. Down to you, Brian.
Coach, fairly solid first half. Give us your thoughts on how everything's gone so far.
Yeah, had some opportunities. Had some chances for some big plays, and just came up a little short in the first half. But going to go in, make some adjustments, and have a big half offensively in the second half.
Good luck, Coach. See you in the second half.
I like that. Like that confidence. We're going to make some adjustments. Have a big first half.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. Thanks again. Thanks again to our friends at Maverick Saw Cutting and Core Drilling. They can saw through layers of concrete, diamond blades for cutting floors, bridge decks, driveways, elevated slabs, pavement, walls, and more. 3D imaging, so there's no damage to anything under the concrete or inside the wall, and they can drill holes in a variety of sizes and depths. Maverick Saw Cutting and Core Drilling. You'll find them online just right by that name, Maverick Saw Cutting and Core Drilling.com. Now we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll kick off the Lawrence Hall halftime show with the sounds of the Pure Gold Marching Band. That's coming up here at the half on the Lawrence Hall halftime show. 13-6 your score here. We'll take a quick break and be back with more next as you listen to Wylie Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on King 105.
I started looking at custom names. I'm like, oh, these are so dumb. I can't come up with anything that's fun and not like what we
Please welcome to the ninth line of your Wylie Varsity Bells. Thank you to our golden sponsors, Pure Inn Autoplex, Abilene Beauty Bus, Abilene Gunworks, Abilene Police Officers Association, our directly, Aero Ford, Bar Roofing, Benefit Solutions, Black Plumbing, Orland and Sullivan Dentists, First Abilene Federal Credit Union, Kickback Motors, Lane Tech Roofing, Mad Hatter Motorsports, Matt Preston, Edward Jones, Midway Plumbing, Milestone Floral, Blue, Rachel's Place Salon, Raptor J. Herberts, and Don and Ginger Shading. Officers for the Bells, Captain Catherine Pike, Lieutenant Grace Linke, Lieutenant Catherine Anderson, Lieutenant.
Welcome to the Lawrence Hall halftime show here on Keene 105. Lawrence Hall Abilene, offering the best from GM, Volkswagen, Lincoln, and Mazda, and the best customer service. Wylie trailing at the half, 13-6 to the Canyon Randall Raiders. We're getting ready for the sounds of the Pure Gold Marching Band coming up here in just a moment. 148 yards of total offense for the Wylie Bulldogs in that first half. 91 in the air, 57 on the ground. Rushing game led by Trey Gomez, who had 30 yards rushing. Receiving, leading receiver Harrison Heighton, 2 catches, 42 yards, and the lone Wylie touchdown. More on that here in just a moment. For now, let's send it down the field for the sounds of the Pure Gold Marching Band.
Wylie Independent School District proudly introduces you to the 2021 Wylie High School Pure Gold Marching Band. This year's show is entitled Dreams of Freedom and features music by Joshua B. Hinkle, drill design by Stephen Alia, and percussion parts by David McKnight. The featured soloists are Tessa Filona on trumpet and Addie Filona on alto saxophone. Drum majors for the band are Katie Fellows, Maggie Filona, and Kyle Porter. Color guard captain is Jess Aston, first lieutenant is Layla Romero, and second lieutenant is Lexi Ross. Tomorrow the band will be traveling to Ratliff Stadium in Odessa for the 5A area marching contest. Pure Gold performs at 9:15 a.m. and we'd love to see everyone there. Good luck, band. Drum majors, you may begin your performance for tonight's halftime entertainment.
Those three hallowed words reverently dictate what you ought to be, what you can be, what you will be. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of the first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friends and go alike, that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans.
Street, 677-2471. What an outstanding patriotic performance tonight from the Wylie Pure Gold Marching Band. I know they had their competition this past week and received a 1 and will be moving on to the regional round of band contesting. So certainly want to congratulate the Pure Gold for that. Lots of good stuff happening out here if you didn't hear earlier. So you got the 1 rating for the band. Moving on to the region, number 3 Wylie tennis team headed back to state with a win today in the 4th round of the playoffs, and then earlier tonight volleyball team clinching the number 2 seed out of the district here with a couple of more games to play. So some good stuff happening. 13-6 here at halftime. Canyon Randall leading the Wylie Bulldogs. A good first half, defensive first half for both squads. We're going to take a quick break here on our Lawrence Hall halftime show. When we come back, Brian Hobbs will join us with this week's edition of the Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union halftime scoreboard. Of course, Abilene High in action. Cooper played last night. He'll look at the district and some other scores of interest. We'll do that after a quick break here on our Lawrence Hall halftime show. At the half, Canyon Randall 13, Wylie 6. You are listening to Wylie Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on Keene 105.
Davis Davis is the winner of the November 14th game. The winner for the December 26th game is Melissa Torres. Melissa Torres is the winner for the December 26th game. Congratulations.
Welcome back in Lawrence Hall halftime show here on King 105 Lawrence Hall Abilene, offering the best from GM, Volkswagen, Lincoln, and Mazda, and the best customer service. Wylie trailing at the half 13-6. Time now for this week's Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union halftime scoreboard with Brian Hobbs.
Thank you, Trace. Let's get right into it. Week 9. Here we go. Last night, Cooper Cougars got a big win at home over Shotwell against Saginaw. For the final there was 44-13, which permanently gets entrenches Cooper right there in that fourth playoff spot there in their district to make the playoffs. Tonight, you have Abilene High is playing Odessa High this evening. That is a no contest there as Abilene High is rolling over Odessa High at halftime over at Shotwell, 35-7. Let's kind of take a look around at some of the teams that we are in our district with Wylie. Let's take a look at the score between Lubbock Cooper and, of course, the Wichita Falls Coyotes, who we saw last week. Right now, Lubbock Cooper is up at halftime there, 31-14. Ryder is on the road at Plainview tonight, not having any issue there with Plainview. Ryder's up at halftime, 35-14 as well. Take a look at some of the other scores from around the area, just no particular order. We'll start off with Jim Ned. Jim Ned is at home facing TLCA Academy San Angelo. Lead big there by 50 to nothing halftime, Jim Ned. Sonora, Sonora is on the road at Bang. Sonora is up 34-12 halftime there. The Cisco Lobos are on the road tonight playing the Coleman Blue Cats, which Coleman's having a pretty good year this year. Coleman's up by 10, 17-7. That's about 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Millsap and Comanche are in Comanche. Millsap's in Comanche tonight. That game is knotted up at 21 halftime. Good game there. Eastland is on the road playing Jacksboro. Eastland is up 27-21 there at half. And Lockney is leading at Hamlin 25-9. That game is midway through the third quarter, almost to fourth quarter. Roscoe is continuing their winning ways this year. Roscoe is up big over Crosbyton, 34-8. That one is at halftime. The Buffaloes Cross Plains are at home hosting Meridian. That one is no contest there, where the Buffaloes are up big, 35-6. That one is just about to go to halftime as well. Goldthwaite Eagles are on the road playing the Winters Blizzards and are leading that game at halftime by 20. Let's see here, that'll be 21. Goldthwaite leads 28-7. Let me get you a couple other scores here. Wall is playing at Breckenridge. This one's a really close game, separated by a point. Just starting third quarter, 21-20. Wall leads this one. Sweetwater is at home hosting the Pecos Eagles. That game is at half. 35-9 is your score there. Sweetwater up halftime. Andrews leading Big Spring 19-14. And Graham's leading Vernon 15-9 over in Vernon. And let me get you one last score. This will be Permian. Permian is up at playing at home tonight versus San Angelo Central. This game is a pretty tight ball game going to half two. Permian is up 10-7. So that will do everything for the scoreboard for this week for the Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Got about 3 minutes left to go before the teams come back on the field. So the second half of the Bulldogs are trailing 13-6. We'll be back more here on King 105.
We are ready for second half action here from New Sandifer Stadium. Canyon Randall Raiders leading the Wylie Bulldogs 13-6. Wylie definitely needing to get some things going here in this second half. Randall will have the ball first, and the third quarter brought to you by our friends at Clear Creek RVs at 5701 East Highway 80, exit 292B, right there off of I-20. See all their inventory at clearcreekrvs.com. Grayson Dearden, who blew it away. Nice, beautiful high kick. Clear Creek RVs, family-owned and operated business offering RV sales, parts, and service. They carry industry-leading brands, including Grand Design, Alliance, Little Guys, and Sundowner. Grand Design was actually the top Reader's Choice Award winner for 2019 and 2020 in every category camper that they manufacture. Wonderful place. Gosh, I love RVs. Go by and see them at 5701 East Highway 80, right there at exit 292B off of I-20, or online at clearcreekrvs.com. First down and 10, Canyon Randall to get things started here in this second half at their own 25-yard line. And for the most part, I mean, obviously you had a touchdown run and touchdown pass by the quarterback. Ooh, big push it in. Inside by Xavier Collins, taking down quarterback Caden Henry. But other than the touchdown run of 25 yards and, of course, the 11-yard pass where Bird was running around, they pretty much kept that quarterback in check in the first half.
They really did a good job, as shifty as he is. They kept him bottled up pretty nicely. It's tough when they've got as much speed on the field as they do. You're always checking for the next guy that might have the ball.
Yep. Second and 13 after the loss of 3. Jet sweep to Nathan Baker. And the Baker is going to get forward progress to the 27-yard line. Big hit there. Garrett Graham, Husband Atwood. And it'll be third down and 9. This will be a big stop, obviously, when a team wins the toss, defers.
Get them shut down on that first drive of the second half.
Yep.
That apparently everybody's gunning for now. I think we talked about that last week. Everybody defers.
So third down and 9. Big play early here in this third quarter. 3-down lineman for the Bulldogs. Nickel package in. Slip screen to Baker, and he can't hang on to it. Incomplete. Baker jumps up and starts hitting himself in his own head.
He was ready to run before the ball was in his hand.
Yep, that's a huge 3-and-out right there by this Wylie defense.
Started off right.
Yep, sure did.
Should get him some decent field position out of it too.
JT Thompson going to stand at about his own 40-yard line. Wylie will be traveling right to left, heading north towards the locker rooms here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium in this third quarter. That's a short kick. Hits at midfield, takes a later bounce to the 41-yard line. Wylie going to get their first possession in this second half started.
First and 10 from the 42.
Good job by everybody getting away from that ball.
Yeah, it was kind of a knuckleball down there. Going to spot it at the Bulldog 42-yard line. Let's see if we can start off this second half with a drive as pretty as the one that started off the ball game.
Yeah, we need some more of that action.
Yeah, that was
like clockwork coming down on that first drive.
10 plays, 75 yards, 4.5 minutes, 34-yard touchdown pass to cap it off. And after that, 1, 2, 3, 4 punts, a missed field goal, and end of half. Trey Gomez run to the right side. Tackle made. Jed Phillips on Randall, but not until Trey gets to the 47-yard line, gain of 5 on the play.
Nice first down gain.
Yeah, I don't mind 2nd and 5.
Yeah, you can do a lot with that, can't you?
I like 2nd and 1 better, but 2nd and 5 will work. 3 wide receivers right. Man in motion is Kincaid as Gomez is in the Wildcat. Now Kincaid's going to set up left side. Trey Gomez going to run that way. Right over left tackle. Going to get to the 48-yard line. Gain of 1 on the play. First half, 148 yards of offense for the Bulldogs. 91 in the air, 57 on the ground. Trey Gomez led the way in the first half with 30 yards rushing. Kincaid with 13. Daniels with 14. Kincaid in the first half, 91 yards passing. Favorite receiver was Heighton. Couple of catches, Thompson with 4 catches, but Heighton did have more yards. 2 receptions, including a 34-yard touchdown.
Big TD was nice.
3 wide receivers. Oh, nice play here. Rutledge into the football game, and that's the one thing they can do. Yeah, they can do. Jackson Rutledge, of course, he had to sit out the first half because of that ejection last week. And he's going to get 14 yards at a Black Fleming first down off the quick pass from Kincaid. Wylie didn't show a whole lot of passing to Rutledge out of that H-back tight end spot before district, but I know it's a big part of their game plan moving forward. Trey Gomez dancing around on the handoff, finds a little crease. I'll tell you what, this is a very physical defense. Mason Gilbert.
Mason and Mason are stacking in there.
Yeah, if you weren't listening to us in the first half, one of the oddest things I've ever seen. 4 starting defensive players for Canyon Randall with the first name Mason. Really, 2 H-backs right up there. Play action to Gomez. Harrison Heighton on the quick curl route to the 31-yard line. Gain of 6. Seems like, Wylie more often than not this year has been able to have that little curl out to Heighton just about any time they want, obviously with his size at 6'4".
Yeah, basically just blocking out.
Third down and 3 at the Canyon Randall 31-yard line. 2 H-backs, and they are stacked up with each other.
Pile of them back
well,
there.
I tell you what, it's almost like the old power eye. Trey Gomez gets a handoff right side, cuts it inside to the 25-yard line. And Coach Martin and Joe Bryan down on the sideline. We were going to see some adjustments and would come back better offensively in the second half. And thus far on this drive, I think he was right.
He wasn't lying, I don't think.
Be the 7th play of this drive that started at Bulldogs 42-yard line. Just underway, third quarter, 7 minutes remaining, 13-6 Randall leading, but Wylie driving and threatening. Gomez, inside handoff down to the 20 for a gain of 5. All into the 5th carry on this drive for Trey Gomez. He's going to get a breather. Malachi Daniels coming in.
It is interesting, like you mentioned in the first half, what it does to their defense, these formations they've got, where they're stacking everybody in.
Yeah, I mean, look at
it. Opens up their defensive backfield where Heighton snuck in behind them.
You literally have 9 guys in the box. I mean, you obviously, it's amazing. Look at that. Within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage, there are 9 Raiders. Malachi Daniels with the call right side. He will dive for him. Notice that Trey came off and got a quick drink, but I saw Coach DeAndre Brown talking to him down there on the sideline real quick.
Got something in the works.
Yeah, a little coaching there. 3-yard run for Daniels, and Gomez back in, 3rd down and 2. Ball at the Canyon Randall 17-yard line. Pistol, H-back, twins right. Tied in left. Gomez going to run that way, and he's going to bounce out, going to be pulled down, but he'll have a blank running first down to the 12-yard line. I thought he was about to break that. I did too. I thought he was going to break it. That is the fourth run of at least 5 yards on this drive. 3 runs of 5 yards, a run of 6, and 2 different runs of 1 yard for Trey on this drive to start this second half. Randall won the toss deferred. They got the ball first in the third quarter, 3 and out by the defense, and Wylie's been driving since. Wildcat formation, and that's going to be all sorts. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there. Got a little too cute. So that penalty will move it back to the 17. Actually, we'll have it at the 16. It's first and 10 from the 12, and now it's first and... They didn't move. They only moved that back 4 yards. That's okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Gomez on the call, bounces out right side, cuts it up! Touchdown! Pest Patrol penalty flags flying. Pest Patrol penalty flags flying, 2 different ones. I bet we're going to have a holding call. That's a nice run by Trey Gomez, but I think it's going to negate a touchdown. Holding it is. Some of the stuff that we've talked about. You got it first down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Try to run out of the Wildcat. And look like they're doing something funny with the snap count and end up with a false start. And now you got a holding call. So you're back to the 27-yard line. And it's going to be first down and 25.
That is painful.
Yeah,
shoot yourself like that.
Absolutely frustrating, no doubt. Split backs, one to each side of Kincaid. H-back to the right. Trey Gomez going to run that way. He's behind Rutledge. And he is going to get to the 20, maybe 21. Let's see where they spot it. 21, gain of 6. Looks like what, second and 20-ish? Right at 20, second and 20.
Looks like they got Daniels back in for Trey.
And Daniels will get the call left side. He's going to be knocked down at the 15-yard line. So back-to-back 6-yard runs, one from Trey Gomez, one from Malachi Daniels. And you're going to have a third down and 13 at the 15. JT Thompson coming to the ball game. Gomez back in. Can't get a first down without scoring here. He'd have to be inside the 2-yard line. Makes me wonder if this might be 2-down territory here, you know? Pardon me, 4-down territory.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
A fake at the Trey, now backside screen, and Gomez breaks a tackle, going to be knocked out of bounds by Mason Ladd at the 7-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, that
was a good run.
We hadn't seen much of a screen here late. We were actually talking about that on the way home the other day, weren't we? Spotted at the 7.
We did talk about that last week.
First reception of the ball game for Trey Gomez is going to be 4th down and 6 at the 7-yard line, and Coach Martin is going to go for it. 3 wide receivers to the right. I like this. 3 wide receivers to the right, tight end left. Gomez to the right of Kincaid. Play action. Fake it to Gomez. Kincaid rolling to his right, looking into the end zone. Going to keep it himself around the right end, and he fumbled the football. Fumbled the football, and if it went out of the end zone, that's going to be a touchback. He fumbled the football as he went around the right end. He was stretching. He was stretching for the first down, and the ball came out and
fumbled out of the end zone.
Yeah, look at it. Yep. Just lost the handle on it, and that fumble out of the end zone, which I think is one of the stupidest rules in the world, is a touchback. Oh my God, unbelievable.
Wow.
will have a 1st and 10 from around 20-yard line.
He was so close to breaking the plane too, even.
Play drive for Knott. Oh man, that hurt. Ouch. I thought initially that he was reaching, but when I look at the replay, it looked like as he came around there that that defender on
somebody get a piece of it,
kind of knocked it out maybe. On the far side of the field, we're looking at the replay on the monitor in our booth. Oh man, that's crushing. Bird's pass incomplete, well over the head of the intended receiver. That'll make it 2nd down.
Intended for Isaiah Hernandez, 2nd down.
13 play drive. No points. Tell you what, that
great drive too.
Yeah, the false start and the holding kind of put their backs against the wall. So once again, kind of
to overcome that and then still not get the points.
Inside handoff. Well, I'll tell you what, Avery Brecky is playing. Kid's playing like he's been a defensive end his entire life.
They'll make it 3rd and 14.
Coach Brackett, a friend of mine who's the Hardin-Simmons basketball coach, if you're listening tonight, I hate to tell you, buddy, you may end up losing Avery Brecky to a college football team somewhere.
Yeah, he's not a basketball player.
Yeah. There's going to be some coaches that are going to go 6'7", 220, we'll put 50 pounds on him. We've got ourselves a Saturday player. All right, an injured player hops up real fast off the field for Canyon Randall. That's good. And it's going to be 3rd down and 14. Wylie defense has played really well tonight. Obviously, they gave up the 25-yard touchdown run to Bird, the 11-yard touchdown pass, which was kind of weird as he was running around. But for the most part, they've kept this offense that has scored plenty of points this year. Kept them in check tonight. Let's see if we can get another stop and give the offense the ball back. Trailing 13-6 with 2.5 minutes remaining in our Clear Creek RV 3rd quarter. 3rd down 14. Ball at the Canyon Randall 16-yard line. And Pest Patrol penalty flags will fly on that delay a game. Brian, you have a whole lot of 3rd down and 19 plays from your own 11 on your play sheet there? No, I sure don't.
Let's just bring the house. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, I don't know about bringing the house. I think I'm going to play coverage here and make sure I want to be in like a sticks kind of coverage or something here. Yeah, I think that's exactly what Wiley's doing here. Got 3 guys, 5 yards from the first down like a good grief. Xavier Collins, have a game, son. Xavier is eating tonight. Wow. This Wylie defense tonight is impressive.
Look like they're starting to play in the backfield half the time.
Good job, that entire defensive staff right there. Great calls by the defensive coordinator. Great job by the players there. Ooh, almost blocked that. All right, punt going to hit. Wylie going to have great field position. Looks like they're going to set up the Canyon Randall 36. Now let's do something and convert this sucker, huh?
Get some points out of this one.
Wylie will take over at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Would be nice.
Got some good success just stacking them in there and saying, here we come. See if they stick with that. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Canyon Randall 36-yard line.
There's those two H-backs and the tailback Gomez. He'll get it left side. Now he's going to cut it to the right side. Follows the blockers, cuts it back inside. Going to cross the 35 to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play.
Pretty good patient run there. Following his lead and then cutting it up when he saw some green.
Stretch action. Offense kind of looked different there. Just the importance of Jackson Rutledge cannot be understated. Gomez. Nowhere to go this time. Mike Jones is in the backfield to wrap him up. Tackle going to be made by Garrett, the nose guard, 72. Going to be a loss of a yard to the 34. That's the first negative play of the night in the running game, Levi.
Is it?
We've had a 0, but not any negatives. 3rd down and 8 for the Bulldogs at the Canyon Randall 34. Kincaid back to pass. Got his guy in the flat. Oh my gosh, we blocked him. These are the things that have just killed this team this season. And you get to the 12-yard line on the last drive, you have a false start followed by a hold. Here you got 3rd down and 8, wide open in the flat, drop pass.
Yep. It's like Coach Martin was saying at the end of the first half there. I think he said opportunities about 3 times in the short interview.
Ball was a little bit behind JT. I think JT would tell you should have caught it, but probably should have been a better throw all the way around. 4th down and 8. Kincaid rolling to his right. Looking downfield. He's got plenty of room on the backside. Leads the defender, still on his feet, and he is going to run out of bounds. That's a huge play by Aiden Kincaid to the 24-yard line. Nice job, 14. That's a good play.
That was nice.
The 24-yard line, a gain of 10 right when he needed it. Rolled all the way to the right, couldn't find a receiver, came back, and boy, that one linebacker had a beat on him and made him miss. 3 backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side, 1st down and 10. Black Plumbing 1st down at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Malachi Daniels on the call at the middle to the 21-yard line. Gain of 3.
Second and 7 for the Bulldogs.
2nd down 7 for Wylie at the Canyon Randall 21. Wylie going right to left here, trailing 13-6, and that could be the final play of the Clear Creek RV 3rd quarter, and it is. We are through 3 here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. Wylie making some noise, but unable to get in the end zone. We'll see if they can when we come back for 4th quarter action. Wylie trailing after 3, 13-6 as you listen to Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op here on Keene 105.
3 rough, tough-looking motorcyclists wearing leather vests and red bandanas came in and started giving the truck driver a hard time. Verbally abused him, antagonized him, one grabbed his hamburger from his plate, another snatched a handful of his fries. The 3rd one picked up his coffee again and brewed it. The truck driver finally got up from the table, picked up his check, walked to the cash register, laid down the money, and went out the door. The waiter was scared and watched as he got in his truck and drove away. One of the biker bullies turned to her and said, "He's not much of a man, is he?" She replied, "I don't know how much of a man he is, but he sure ain't much of a truck driver. He just ran over 3 motorcycles on his way out of the parking lot."
4th quarter time here at the Hugh as Wylie trails 13-6, but does have the ball on a 2nd down and 7 at the Canyon Randall 21-yard line. 4th quarter brought to you by our friends at Animal Health and Medical Center of Abilene. Full-service medical and surgical center, state-of-the-art laser surgery and monitoring equipment, video ear scope, dental care, and geriatric health screening available, full in-house lab, 24-hour Coggins testing as well, ahmcbolt.com for more information. I just heard the PA guy telling a joke. Have you ever heard that before? Yeah, let's try to refrain from that.
I was noticing that.
And that's kind of odd to me. Handoff right side. Malachi Daniels looking for room to run. Gets it around the end. They're going to be pushed out of bounds.
Malachi Daniels with a nice run.
At the, be enough for Black Plumbing 1st down.
Takes it down to 14.
Right at it.
It sure is right at it. Yep, they're going to move the sticks. Nice. White Fleming first down on the 7-yard run by Malachi Daniels. That's going to be Malachi's 7th carry of the night, 33 yards. A little extra playing time tonight because of the Josh Carpenter injury. 2 H-backs, tailback behind Kincaid. Play action. Aiden looking left side, can't find anybody, dancing around in the backfield. Plenty of time. There's nobody to throw it to, and Kincaid just going to run to his right and go out of bounds. That's just really good coverage. Nowhere to go, and good protection. Had plenty of time.
Protection was great there.
Just couldn't find anybody to throw the ball to. So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Raiders' 14-yard line. 2 H-backs and Daniels in the backfield. Hand off to Malachi. Had a guard to follow. Wylie pulling that right guard on that play. Gets inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Gain of 5.
Nice run, slipping through there.
3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Gomez back in the ball game with Daniels coming out. Wylie left to right here in this 4th quarter. Knocking on the door at the Canyon Randall 9-yard line. Trailing 13-6, just underway. Animal Health and Medical Center of Abilene, 4th quarter. Kincaid, Gomez, right side. Gomez going to lower his shoulder, gets it down to the 4-yard line. I think that's going to be enough for Wylie Fleming first down, so it's going to be 1st down and goal.
That's some hard running right there.
Sure was.
1st and goal from the 4.
1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Wylie, a 13-play drive on their first drive of the second half. This is only the 2nd time they've had the ball in this second half. Of course, that other drive took forever.
Yeah.
Left side, Gomez gets it down to, I believe, the 3-yard line.
Gomez with a short one.
Definitely need to finish this one.
Yeah, 13 plays. 13 plays on a drive that started with 10:32 in the 3rd quarter. 13 plays, came out with no points after a fumble went out of the end zone. And now Wylie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 11th play of this drive. Gomez trying to pick his way through. Going to be close but not in. I think it's going to be marked at about the 2-yard line.
Takes it out of the 2-yard line.
Gain of 1, that'll be 3rd and goal. Tell you what, with the fact that we got 2 H-backs in the backfield almost every time tonight, and they got so many guys inside the box. I mean, look at that, 9 dudes in the box.
Yeah.
With a lot of humans right at the point of attack. Kincaid, Gomez, up the middle, and no. We're going to mark him short.
Gomez snipping the goal line.
We're going to mark him short at the 1. Boy, it sure looked like he was in from where I'm sitting.
4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal, 1st and goal from the 4, 2nd and goal from the 3, 3rd and goal from the 2, 4th and goal from the 1. So Gomez is going to come out of the ball game. Xavier Collins going in the football game. Kincaid, this is going to be a quarterback sneak, certainly, and they're going to have Xavier behind him to pitch. And it works, I believe. Touchdown, Wylie.
The whole team got in the end zone on that one.
Tell you what, that's some offensive creativity there. When you know you're going to run sneak and you send in the biggest dude on your team to be the fullback and push your guy over the goal line.
I like it.
That's good. That's something they should have done with you back in the day, Levi. They missed their opportunity. All right, so Canyon Randall missing that extra point earlier gives Wylie an opportunity to tie this up at 13. Grayson Bearded on to kick. It's 13-12 now, obviously. Good snap, good hold. Bearded is up, and we have a brand new ball game of 8:54 remaining in this one. Your score, Wylie 13, Canyon Randall 13. You're listening to Wylie Bulldog football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on Keene 105. Big Country Tire scoring summary, 13 plays. They go 36 yards, 4 minutes, 55 seconds off of the clock. A 1-yard touchdown run from Aiden Kincaid, and the Grayson Bearden extra point will tie things up. The Hercules line of tires at Big Country Tire come with a road hazard protection program, offering free replacement for any Hercules tire for 2 years or the first 50% of tread life. That's at Big Country Tire and Alignment on Treadway. All right, Ryan Hobbs down on our sideline mic. I bet it's getting pretty loud down there, getting kind of exciting.
That wasn't the first time we've seen the man-child go in and do that. The game you weren't here, they did the same thing when he was scored a touchdown. So
okay, cool.
That was impressive.
Kind of a nosedive kick by Bearden, and he picked up at the 5-yard line. Returned by number 22, Braxton Bell.
Pretty good coverage on a little bit of a line drive kick there. Could have given him a lot of room to run.
Well, the previous drive was a 13-play drive as well that culminated in no points after a fumble went out of the back of the end zone. That 13-play drive tied the game up. So let's see if we can't get another defensive stop. Braxton Bird and company going to start at their own 30-yard line. Bird with room to run around the left end. Going to be a nice tackle by Garrett Graham. An 8-yard run by Braxton Bird for the Raiders. Going to give Randall actually going to mark it at the 39, so a 9-yard run, second down and 1. Raiders going right to left here in this Animal Health and Medical Center of Abilene fourth quarter. Ball on the left hash, 2 wide receivers right, which is the wide side of the field, one to the left. Tight end left as well, back to the right of Bird. He'll get the call. Over that wood, Garrett Graham and company. Xavier Collins all over the place tonight for this Wylie defense. He's really done an excellent job up front for the Bulldogs tonight. As Levi said right there, nada. Yes. Third down and 1 for Canyon Randall at their own 39-yard line. 13-13, 7:40 and counting remaining in the ball game. Wylie with 4 down linemen. Bird's going to run to his left and nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Garrett Graham shut the hole immediately. Boy, and you're going to have a pest control penalty flag. I actually think it's going to be on them here. I think there was some extracurricular activity. The back judge threw the flag, and it's about 10-15 yards away from where the play took place. You had Gray over there for Wylie and their Nathan Baker, number 1. Just kind of saw a little bit of action there at the end. Their officials are talking things over right now. They're still having a conversation. Now we got a flag thrown, so let's see what was the call. We decline it? What's going on? Dead ball unsportsmanlike against Wylie. Dead ball unsportsmanlike against Canyon Randall. Offsetting. So a complete and utter waste of time. All right.
Gives you flashbacks to last week's crew.
Yeah. I think offset and penalties are just
The 5-minute conferences.
All right, Wylie going to stay in punt safe here. It's going to be 4th down and 3 for Canyon Randall at their own 37, but Wylie going to stay in punt safe. Punt return team not coming on the field. This is the first team defense here. Going to keep an eye on things. Canyon Randall's punt team spread out all over. Look at that. Just keeping an eye on for any kind of a fake. There is none. High towering kick. JT Thompson calls for the fair catch at the Wylie 26-yard line. Here we go. 6:55 remaining in the game.
This defense is looking salty this half.
I tell you what, they have been impressive. So let's see what this Wylie offense can do. With they need to go 74 yards. They have 6 minutes 55 seconds. That's an eternity. So
I bet this defense is enjoying their extra rest this week. With the offense taking 13-play drives.
yeah. Kincaid hands it to Gomez, left side, trying to find a hole. No crease there. Might have got one to the 27. PA guy said 2nd and 8. Not true. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 27-yard line. Original line of scrimmage 26. Listen to me, not him.
He was lining up his next joke.
Yeah. Ball on the left hash. 2 wide receivers. They'll hand it to Gomez right side. He's going to be tripped up at the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what.
Looked like he found a crease for a second there.
This Canyon Randall Raiders get to the ball in a hurry. You know, I've been pretty impressed with their team speed. 3-yard run there. I mean, that safety came up out of nowhere there. Another one of those Mason guys, Mason Ladd. Got a Mason Ladd, a Mason Gilbert, Mason Gomez, and Mason Brown all on this defense.
That was Mason the third.
Yeah. 3rd down and 6. Oh, that's interesting. Handoff left side to Gomez, and Lyle will kick it.
Mason Gilbert brings up the play back to the Raiders. 4th down.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Guess they saw something they liked there, but Randall was ready for it.
Yeah. Gomez with 25 carries on the night, but to kind of show you how quick this Randall defense is, 25 carries on the night, 71 yards. So look at that punt. That looked like a Pat Mahomes throw.
Yeah.
Wasn't real high, but it was plenty long and a perfect spiral. Good job, Grayson Bearden. Yeah, 71 yards rushing on 25 carries. Less than 3 yards a carry, and man, he just got white shirts.
They're getting to the ball.
Yeah, they really are. Really swarming the football pretty well. All right, well, that was a 3-play drive that only lasted a little over a minute. So Canyon getting the football back.
Got to ask you for another one, defense.
Yeah. Ball at the Canyon Randall 32-yard line, 1st down and 10 Raiders. Bird back to pass, looking downfield, throws it up, and it's going to be caught. Nope. Got to control it all the way through to the ground, and he did not. Isaiah Hernandez had it, but when he went to the ground, ball popped out, incomplete. That's the same kid that made that diving catch earlier. That was almost another
I was
incredible
about to
catch.
say, is that the only way he catches balls?
Almost had another circus catch. That is just a loud incompletion. Second down and 10. Clock at 4:53. Knotted at 13. Wylie playing to stay alive for the postseason hopes here. Bird, the quarterback for Randall, rolling right. Now he's looking back to the left side, can't find anybody. And he's going to get sacked. Brian, I bet it's getting excited down there on those hacking, huh?
Hey, you gotta really click with this defense. They're really making a statement right now.
Yeah, they have played lights out. That is a big loss of about 10 yards.
I think they may have been told a few times this week this quarterback's got some wheels on him.
Yeah.
They played that like a kick coverage.
Third ball to the Raiders.
Had it spread out all across.
Ball back to the 23-yard line, third down 19 for Canyon Randall. Sticks coverage again here. And Randall's going to be content to hand it off right side and punt the football away.
Kind of thought they'd take a shot there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wylie going to end up getting, I think, pretty decent field position. Get a shanked punt or something here from Nathan White, the punter. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? J.T. Thompson staying at his own 35-yard line.
Hit the 4 on that down marker.
It's going to be end over end. JT just going to let it go. They kind of punted it away from him. He was shaded over on the left hash, and they kicked it to the
Had a pretty nice
right
bounce.
numbers. Yeah. Well,
Touchback start.
just about the same thing we had earlier, except now it's at the 25. The last drive was at the 26. Bulldogs 75 yards away from pay dirt with 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the ball game. 13-13 here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. Don't really have the time. I mean, Wylie does have all 3 of their timeouts. So does Canyon Randall. Well, we have the time to really grind it out. Malachi Daniels, the sophomore, in at running back.
Good run.
Hey, what? That's showing a lot of confidence. The kid that's a backup running back and a sophomore to boot, to have him in on this drive with kind of game on the line here, huh?
Yeah, they're not afraid to give him the ball.
Second down and 5.
Good. He's going to be fun to watch for a couple more years.
I think you're right. Second down and 5, ball at the 30. And they're running Wildcat with Malachi Daniels. He's around the left end. Malachi Daniels, midfield into Canyon Randall territory. You got to put a flag there.
It has to be.
You've got to put a flag there. They took him down. That's bad. You guys have got to throw a flag there.
When people are laying on the track, there's a flag.
Same official standing right there.
That's terrible.
Just did throw it. Yeah, that's no good. That is a 23-yard run for Malachi Daniels, and it gets the ball to the Canyon Randall 47-yard line. First down and 10. Black Plumbing first down for the Bulldogs. They'll give it to Malachi again. Oh, I tell you what, that little safety of theirs, number 2, Mason Ladd, he comes downhill in a hurry.
Just tracking him.
Tell you what, a little flea flicker right now would be nice. What you think, Brian?
I would agree. Well, I mean, what else you got to lose?
No,
that
safety's going to come down that hard. Let's teach him a lesson. I like teaching safeties lessons.
Boot point over the top there.
Bombs over Baghdad. Second down and 10. Kincaid going to roll to his left. Gomez back in the game. Throws it downfield. J.T. Thompson at the 22-yard line. Good pitch and catch. Kincaid to Thompson. Black coming first down at the 32. A gain of 15.
That was pretty.
Thompson with 4 catches in the first half. 1 here, but it was a big one right there. 13-13 tie. 1:56 remaining in the ball game. Wylie with a Black Plumbing first down at the Canyon Randall 32-yard line. Ball left hash. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Gomez going to be in the Wildcat. Kincaid comes in motion. Gomez going to keep it himself. Going to be slung down by Elir Haliti, number 5. No gain on the play at the 38. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Nothing there on that one.
Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Clock at 1:28. Need a little bit more to feel super confident on a field goal. Gomez, right side, gets it to the 27. Sorry, I said 38 there. They were at the 33. My bad. Timeout on the field. Let's take a quick breather here with 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining in the game. 30-second timeout, Angie. 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more next here on Keene.
Another district action.
That was Randall taking a timeout there on a 3rd down and 5 at the Canyon Randall 27-yard line, certainly within Grayson Field and field goal range. And even though I think the wind's picked up just a hair, it would be kicking into the wind. Play action pass. Kincaid back to throw it. Can't find anybody, going to roll to his left and just throw it out of bounds. Got rid of it. That's a nice job of not taking a sack there. I don't think he had somebody. He must not have seen him. I think he had somebody down this right side for just a second. Now what do you do if you're if you're Coach Martin? I mean, you got to try to kick this, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's 4th down and 5. I think they're talking to Bearden over here. Going to go for it? Coach Martin's going to take a timeout and talk about this. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining in the ball game. 13-13, 30-second timeout. Back in our studio, Angie. We'll come back with more Bulldog football next here on Keene 105. Certainly no gimme here if they try the field goal. Ball line of scrimmage is the 27. Hold would be around the 30. So it would be about a 45-yarder. Brian, talk to me about the wind. The flag looks like it's a little bit stronger wind out of the south than we saw earlier.
It is, and I'm looking at the flags on top of the goalpost. It's definitely a stronger wind in his face.
All right, this is a 45-yard attempt with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining in the game. 13-13, ball right in the middle of the field, kicking towards the Jumbotron on the south end of the stadium here. Good kick. Ball is up and good. Grayson Bearden, 45-yard field goal with 59 seconds remaining in the football game to give Wylie a 16-13 lead. Wylie on top, 16-13, 59 seconds remaining in the ball game. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Wylie Bulldog football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on Keene 105. Big Country Tire scoring summary, 8 plays, 48 yards traveled, 2 minutes and 18 seconds off the clock. Grayson Bearden, a 45-yard field goal into the wind with 59 seconds remaining to give Wylie a 16-13 lead in a must-win ball game here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. Hercules line of tires at Big Country Tire come with the Road Hazard Protection Program, offering free replacement for any Hercules tire for 2 years or the first 50% of tread life. Wylie defense has been absolutely stellar, especially in this second half, just suffocating this Canyon Randall Raider offense in the second half. Can they do it for 59 more seconds?
One more time.
Sky kick, pooch kick caught at the 19-yard line. And that was great. Great coverage downfield. Great job by number 30 for the Wylie Bulldogs, Angelo Ferguson. Angelo last week had a ball go off his face mask against Wichita Falls High. Comes down and makes a great special teams play to get the speedy Nathan Baker on the ground on the kickoff return. Nice job, Angelo Ferguson. First down and 10 for Canyon Randall at their own 24-yard line. They're heading north. You have the wind at their back. What wind there is. How about Bearden, boy? He has put so much time. I can't tell you how many videos I've seen of him practicing. He's one of those guys that practices and videos a lot on social media. But he has put a heck of a lot of time into his kicking game, and it's paid off.
Everybody's glad.
First down and 10. Bird back to pass. Throws right side. Going to be complete. Canyon Randall does have 2 timeouts. Going to be complete to the 38-yard line. Black punting first down. 40. The clock is going to continue to roll. I thought he got out of bounds, but they did not.
Make it.
He did not get out of bounds. 35 seconds in counting. Canyon Randall wasting a lot of time here. Back to pass, going to be caught. Hernandez going to run out of bounds on the Wylie bench at the 49-yard line. Stops the clock with 24 seconds remaining.
They drained half their clock.
They sure did.
I wonder if they thought he got out of bounds.
Yeah. They certainly were not ready with a play once the chains moved. Everybody on their feet here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. 16-13 Wylie, 24 seconds remaining. First down and 10 for Canyon Randall at their own 49-yard line. Bird back to pass, looking right side, slings it out there and going to be caught by number 1 Nathan Baker. That's a black punting first down to the Bulldog 38-yard line. He did get out of bounds, so that stops the clock with 18 seconds remaining. Boy, Brian, I tell you what, about the electricity down there is incredible. Undescribable. We needed a full quarters game. We're getting it right now. Hey, congratulations. That's good. Mr. Cool. 3 wide receivers to the left side for the Raiders. Back to pass is Bird looking left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Caden Henry out of the backfield. Second down. 14 seconds remaining. Ball at the Wylie 38-yard line. It's over on the right hash. It's 39-yard line. I think Coach Martin is going to take a timeout. Oh, me, I can catch my breath. Timeout on the field with 14 seconds remaining. Wylie leading 16-13. You're listening to Bulldog Football, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on Keene 105. Let's set the stage for you here. Wylie leading 16-13, 14 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2-0 Canyon Randall versus 0-2 Wylie. Wylie trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Bulldogs 1 timeout left. Canyon Randall 2 timeouts, and the Raiders have the ball second down and 10 with 14 seconds remaining at the Wylie 39-yard line. Braxton Bird, the quarterback for Randall, back to pass. Caught. Nathan Baker, number 1 for the Raiders, right in front of the Raider bench to the 28-yard line. 11 seconds remaining. That'll be a Black Plumbing first down. All right, this is one of those, Levi. I got to stand up, buddy.
Got to stretch it out.
Everybody else is standing up. I might as well. First down and 10 for Canyon Randall at the Wylie 28. Bird back to pass. Slip screen to the wide receiver, Baker. And he's going to be tackled at the 23-yard line. Obviously, Raiders going to take a timeout immediately with 3 seconds left in the ball game. They are in field goal range. And obviously, they're going to have to try to kick a field goal. We're going to leave it right here. This will be a 40-yard attempt. I'm assuming they're going to try to kick a field goal. Surely they're not going to run one final play and try to chunk it in the end zone from the 23-yard line. Don't you have to at least see if your kicker can tie it up and send it to overtime?
Yeah, I don't think they would have run a screen on that last play.
Yeah, I think you're right. Don't really run that
if they didn't.
The wide receiver slip screen if they're planning on. Yeah, I see number 98 coming in. That's the kicker. Hanzasavich. Now I'm calling saying it right. We'll just call him Hans. 40-yard attempt. He's going to kick it from the left hash. Coach going to call a timeout. Coach Martin going to call a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Obviously, if it goes through the pipes, and we're going to have a little extra football for you here tonight. If not, everybody's going to go crazy. I don't see anybody except for a couple of really old people sitting down. Everybody who's able to be standing in this place is standing up. Good crowd.
Student section pulling down to make a little noise.
Might be jinxing yourself there for the student section. They are. They're flowing down. All right, 40-yard attempt to tie the ball game. Wylie leading 16-13. 3 seconds left. Hans and Howell, the kicker for the Randall Raiders, trying to send this one to overtime. Good snap, good hold. Kick is no good. Wylie wins 16-13 at Hughes Sanford Stadium in an exciting, thrilling finish. Wylie coming back in the second half after trailing at halftime 13-6 with a touchdown and a field goal, and they will send Canyon Randall on a long bus trip home with a 16-13 win. Students jumping over the rail and rushing the field.
Heck of a game.
I don't know about I've rushed the field. I mean, we'll take it. It was a heck of a game. I'll tell you what, let's keep it right. No, we'll take a quick break. I know Brian's going to want to get a word with head coach Clay Martin, so let's take a quick break. We'll come back with the Animal Health and Medical Center of Abilene post-game show. Wylie now 1-2 in district and going to keep their playoff hopes alive with a thrilling 16-13 win here at Hughes Sanford Stadium. Stick around. Your Animal Health and Medical Center of Abilene post-game show coming up next here on Keene 105.
Diego.